Georgia's troves of centuries-old architectural treasures, classic cities, breathtaking mountain landscapes, timeless cave monasteries, and primal green forests all entice you in ways that no other travel destination can. In fact, visitors to Georgia will inevitably be drawn to its supremely serene retreats, ancient wine culture, remarkable Caucasian hospitality, and adrenaline-pumping experiences. So, in this video, we invite you to know more about Georgia, one of the most beautiful countries on the planet. Georgia, also known as the Pearl of Caucasus, is a trans-Caucasian country strategically located at the juncture of Eastern Europe and Western Asia. It has Russia to the east and the north, Black Sea to the west, Armenia and Turkey to the south, and Azerbaijan to the southeast. Georgia can be visited at any time of the year as each season has its own charm and uniqueness. Spring is pleasant with plenty of sunshine, whereas summers in Georgia are warm and humid, especially in Tbilisi. The autumn months may feel a little colder, but the entire region appears to be majestic with frequent rainfalls. In winters, temperatures drop to 2 to 4 degrees Celsius, resulting in chilly weather and snowfall in most parts of the country. Admire the Holy Trinity Cathedral, also known as Saminda Samiba, which is the country's largest Orthodox cathedral. Perched at the height of over 85 meters on the hills of St. Elia, its ornate golden domes can be seen from almost anywhere in Tbilisi. Discover the old town of Tbilisi. A stroll through the streets of the old town will transport you to a different era, thanks to its age-old churches, fascinating monuments, and distinct structures set against the backdrop of the mighty mountains. Get the most astonishing views of the old town with an exciting cable car ride to the 4th century Narikala fortress. There is also the Sulphur Bathhouse district, where you can visit the region's iconic thermal springs. Savor the traditional supra. Learn how Georgians feast and dine as you attend a traditional supra. Well, this is nothing but a lavish Georgian meal. This traditional feast is considered indispensable to the country's social culture because it includes all the region's staple delicacies such as khinkali, kokobi, kalmakha, as well as several sauces and wines. Take a museum tour. For culture and history buffs, a trip to Georgia is incomplete without taking a museum tour which leads you to some of the region's unmissable museums, such as Georgi Chitai Open Air Museum of Ethnography, the Simon Janashia State National Museum, and the Tbilisi Auto Museum, which houses a vast collection of Soviet-era vehicles. Wine Tasting Tour. Georgia is home to the world's oldest wine region, and its 8,000-year-old wine production technique has been added to UNESCO's list of intangible cultural heritage. Take a Kirkhetti wine tour to get the most of Georgia's age-old wine traditions. Trek in Caucasian mountains. Given that the majority of Georgia's landscape is mountainous and lush, it goes without saying that the country is home to some fantastic trekking and hiking trails throughout the Caucasus region. Visit Ananuri Fortress. Located on the way to Kazbegi from Tbilisi, this castle complex is one of the majestic illustrations of the ancient Georgian architecture. Adding to its magnificent setting is the Ergevi River. Tour the caves of Ablisike. This ancient cave town, which dates back to over 1000 BC, is considered the oldest urban settlement in the Caucasus region. It has a long and turbulent history that many of the dwellings, shrines, streets, etc. still remain intact. Try heli skiing at Gadari. Ski down the finest powder snow of the Caucasus Mountains in Georgia. If you are into winter sports, the ski resort of Gadari in Tsketa is the dream come true spot for winter and snow sport enthusiasts. Retreat to Martvili. Martveli, about 4 hours drive from Tbilisi, is a heaven for nature lovers and history buffs. Thanks to the majestic Martveli Canyon and attractions such as Martveli Monasteries and Martveli Regional Museums. Tbilisi. Few cities are as gleefully chaotic as Georgia's capital city Tbilisi. With its mix of contemporary sites, hip leisure options, and a tranquil old town with an inspiring mix of Georgian, Byzantine, Oriental, and neoclassical European elements, you can experience the best of both worlds here. Tisketa. Tisketa is only 20 kilometers from Tbilisi, but it will enchant you with its alluring old-world charm with attractions such as the 11th century Svetitskivli Cathedral and most notably the 6th century Jeveri Monastery, also the country's first monument to be included in the list of World Heritage Sites. Located at the confluence of Ergovi and Makveri rivers, it was the capital of ancient Georgia until 5th century AD. Kazbegi. Perched at the height of over 5,000 meters on the Great Caucasus Range, Kazbegi is must-visit for its jaw-dropping scenery and attractions like the popular Georgeti Trinity Church. You can also visit the picturesque town of Stepan Saminda as a part of this tour. Kakheti. Discover the centuries-old wine-producing techniques when you make a trip to Kakheti, popularly known as the Cradle of Wine. Explore the region's top attractions such as the Badbi Monastery Complex in Signagi or the City of Love, while sipping various varieties of Georgian wines. Lake Lapota. Lapota Lake Resort and Spa in Kakheti region is your go-to spot if you want to be a part of wild adventures or simply slow down in a laid-back setting. Burjomi and Apliske Cave. Burjomi is a stunning resort town renowned for its legendary Burjomi mineral water, which has medical properties, while Apliske is an ancient rock-hewn town that blows you away with its unique artifacts dating from the late Bronze Age to the late Middle Age. Vardia Cave City and Rabati Castle. Located near the Turkish border, Vardia is a 12th cave monastery town with a massive complex of man-made caves artistically carved out of a rock wall. As for Rabati Castle, it's a medieval castle in Akheltaski. Kutaisi. This ancient city, once the capital of Georgia, is now visited for its numerous venerable sites, including Stepelia Nature Reserve, Bagrati Cathedral, Prometheus Cave, and Gelati Monastery. Batumi Tour Ski Resort. Stretching along the shores of Black Sea, Batumi is Georgia's second largest city. It stands out from the rest of the country for its exuberant beaches, cool architecture, and Mediterranean-style climate. Just 2 hours from Batumi is Golrezi Ski Resort, where winter season is one of the longest in Georgia. Katski Pillar. At a height of over 40 meters, this natural limestone monolith houses on the world's most remote and venerated churches. We hope you found the information you were looking for and that you have a fantastic time when you get there. For more information, advice and tips, visit our website rayna tours.com.